What's a harmless, non-serious secret you've kept forever? I pretended to only speak Korean around my daughter's boyfriend for 8 months just to test him. My daughter Mia started dating this guy Josh 2 years ago. Seemed nice enough on the surface. Always brought coffee for me and my wife when he came over. Helped carry groceries without being asked. Called me Mr. Park every single time. But something felt weird about how perfect he acted around us. I came to America when I was 12, but my parents made sure I never forgot Korean. One dinner, Josh mentioned he was studying Japanese in college. That's when I got this crazy idea. Next time he visited, I started speaking only Korean to Mia and acting like I barely understood English. Told her I was having memory issues and forgetting English words. She looked confused, but went along when I explained later. First few visits, Josh was super patient. Downloaded translation apps. Even tried learning basic Korean phrases. Really sweet, actually. But around month 3, things started changing. When Mia went to get dessert from the kitchen, he'd mutter stuff under his breath. This food tastes like cardboard. Why do they eat so much rice with everything? One night I heard him on the phone in our backyard. Yeah, her dad's loaded, but acts all humble. You should see their house. Once I'm in good with the family, I'll get connections to all his business contacts. That hit different. We live in a regular house and I run a small accounting firm. Nothing fancy. Month 6. Josh started getting bolder. When Mia was upstairs, he'd scroll through his phone instead of making conversation. Sometimes he'd talk to me like I was stupid. Food good, yes? You like Josh, yes? In this slow voice like I was 5 years old. The breaking point came when Mia had finals week. Josh showed up anyway, saying he wanted to study with her. While she was in the shower, he went through our mail on the kitchen counter. Started taking pictures of bank statements and utility bills. I watched him from the hallway, pretending to struggle with turning on the TV. Week later, I left fake financial documents showing massive debt and overdue payments scattered on the table. Within 3 days, Josh started acting distant with Mia. Suddenly, he was too busy for dates. Said he needed to focus on school and maybe they should take a break. Mia was crushed but suspicious. She asked if something seemed off about Josh lately. I told her everything I'd witnessed. We decided to test him one more time. 2 weeks after the fake papers disappeared, Josh texted Mia wanting to get back together. Said he'd worked through his personal issues. She invited him for dinner that Friday. He showed up with flowers and his usual polite act. Kept complimenting my wife's cooking in English, hoping I'd understand his charm. Halfway through dinner, Mia switched to perfect English mid-sentence. Dad, did you hear what Josh said about your kimchi last month? Josh's fork stopped halfway to his mouth. His face went completely white. You speak English? He stammered, looking between us. Fluently for 30 years, I said calmly. Long enough to understand when someone calls my food cardboard and talks about using my daughter for business connections. Mia pulled out her phone and played a recording from last week. Josh's voice clear as day. Once her dad hooks me up with his rich clients, I won't need to pretend anymore. These immigrant families always have money hidden somewhere. Josh tried denying everything. Said we misunderstood. That his Korean must have gotten lost in translation somehow. Then Mia showed him screenshots of texts to his friends about landing the Korean connection and playing the long game with immigrant money. He grabbed his jacket and stormed out, calling us crazy and manipulative. Shouted that we trapped him and it wasn't fair. 2 days later, Mia found out he was already texting other girls on dating apps. Mia cried that night but thanked me the next morning. Said 8 months of lies was better than years of being used.